If you install the wrong version of Ubuntu, you can waste hours fixing problems that shouldn't exist. Today I'll show you the real difference between Ubuntu Server and Ubuntu Desktop and which one you should start using and installing. So stay till the end. A lot of beginners think Ubuntu is just Ubuntu, but there are two main versions, Desktop and Server. Here we have the Desktop version and this is the Server version. The thing is, they look similar at first, not the GUI, but if you have experience working with them, they have their similarities in what they do, but they're built for completely different purposes. This is Ubuntu Desktop. It comes with a graphical interface, like Windows, icons, mouse, everything you expect from an operating system. It's designed for daily use like browsing, coding, office work, even light gaming. It also includes things like Firefox, right here, GUI Software Center, pre-installed drivers, visual settings panel, and a lot of pre-installed apps. So if you're coming from Windows or Mac OS, this feels familiar. Now, this is Ubuntu Server. No graphical interface, just the terminal. And that scares a lot of people at first, but there's the thing. This is where real power starts. Ubuntu Server is built to do and run web servers, host databases, manage networks, power cloud infrastructure. It's lightweight, fast, and uses few resources. Okay, now we're going to compare the desktop version with the server version from the side of resource usage. I have two virtual machines, one's installed with the Ubuntu Server version 24 long-term support, and the other one is Ubuntu Desktop version 24 long-term support. So, as you can see, on idle, my desktop version is using about 252 megahertz of CPU and about 3.6 gigabytes of RAM, and we need more storage because of the GUI and pre-installed apps. But if we switch back to the server version, as you can see, significantly less resource usage. We have 56 megahertz of CPU usage and 1.2 gigabytes of memory usage, and we need less storage. So Ubuntu Desktop uses more RAM because of the graphical environments. And on the other side, on the server version, it uses significantly less RAM because there is no GUI running in the background. That makes it perfect for virtual machines, home labs, and production servers. Another important difference is security and its performance. A server doesn't need unnecessary software. There are fewer components you install, and the smaller the attack surface gets for intrusions. So that's why most professional environments use Ubuntu Server, not the desktop version. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about a common mistake. Right now, I have my Ubuntu Desktop running on a virtual machine. It's totally fine, you can use it on a virtual machine, but here's the thing. People install Ubuntu Desktop on a virtual machine to build a home lab. Then they complain about it being slow. Here's the thing. If you are using an OS like Ubuntu or anything else on virtual environments, there's gonna be some bugs with the GUI or it being slow. There's two ways. Either you need to install them on a separate machine, not a virtual one, if you're using the versions with GUI like Ubuntu Desktop, or you have to give it an IP and use RDP, a remote connection, to get connection to it, or PuTTY or anything else. But if your goal is networking, cybersecurity, DevOps, or cloud, you should really get comfortable with using the Ubuntu server. So now we are going to talk who should install each of these versions. A complete beginner, start with the Ubuntu Desktop. Just get comfortable with the environments, with the usages. But a future network engineer, install Ubuntu Server. Get comfortable with the terminal, not with the GUI, because you're not going to use the GUI for what you're gonna do. Building a home lab, definitely the server version, right here. learning Linux basics, desktop at first, but then you have to switch to server because that's where the real job is. By now, some of you might question yourself, can I install GUI on Ubuntu Server? By the way, yes, you can. You can install a graphical interface on Ubuntu Server later if you want to. But if you install Server, learn it properly. The terminal is not your enemy, it's your advantage. So, you can have a GUI on the server version, but I don't recommend it. We are going to talk about it in later videos because of security, because of resource usage, and a lot of more reasons. I don't really recommend using a GUI on the server version. Okay, on the desktop version, we had the GUI and some pre-installed apps. And the Ubuntu Desktop is for normal users. If you want to consume, install the desktop version. But on the other side, we don't have any GUI on the server version. But Ubuntu Server is for builders. So if you want to create infrastructure, install server. Okay, in this video we compared two versions of the Ubuntu, the desktop one with the GUI and the server one without any GUIs. In the next video, I'll show you how to turn Ubuntu Server into a powerful home lab machine for networking practices. I'm gonna show you how to use the commands and a lot of other things. We're gonna have more videos about Ubuntu Desktop too, but mostly on server because of networking options and being able to make infrastructure for what you're going to do. So if it's your goal, stay tuned.